All right, welcome back to another episode. Today we're gonna do the Highland Park 16. This is the travel edition. Usually when you see a 1 liter bottle, it means it's a bottle made for travel. They make special release for this. It's not usually what they keep in stock in their inventory or in their normal line. This is made on Orkney Island in the northern part of Scotland. It's 40% ABV. Usually Highland Parks run around 43 to 46. This is a little bit lighter. I'm not sure why. Let's crack it open and see what's up. Just on a side note here, yeah, I broke the other one. On a side note here, Highland Park, you see I have many bottles and there's many lineup. There's like the Viking lineup, there's the whatever. They change like every year, every 2 years, they come out with a new lineup to keep things fresh, which is a little bit confusing because without doing any research, right? Like this bottle, I think it's 2005 or 2008. I'm not sure, I remember well. But then in the Einard series, well, this series here, the Viking series, and then you have another Viking series, and it's kind of hard to find like what is what without doing like a internet research. So if you're going to like the whiskey shop or the liquor shop, you bring your phone because otherwise you won't find. And the reviews are a little bit mixed as well because some people are confusing bottles with other bottles. So all right, anyway, let's pour this and see what's up. There you go. So let's start with the nose. There's warm smoke in it. Highland Park usually has a little bit of smoke. Some bottles are a little bit more smoky, but some of them are not very smoky. It's not peaty. No, it's not really peaty. It's really smoke. It smells like some raisins, some sultanas. Kind of fruity, a little bit of apple in there. Yeah. The color, I would talk to you about it, but it's colored, so. The thing with Highland Park, right? This bottle here, is the Leif Erikson is one of my favorite bottles, as you can see by the content left in it. Like one of the best whiskey I ever drank. And some of them, they're like, I don't know why I'm buying this kind of whiskey. So it's a very uneven, unlike let's say Dalmore, who are very consistent in their lineup, or Balvenie, you know, it's the highest quality. I think they make too many NAS and we just get lost in the mix. I can smell a sherry cask in this. It's super sherried, of course. It's kind of dry. It's not very oily. It doesn't have much legs. There's a bit of smoke coming in at first. Disappears quite fast, actually. You can taste some apricots. It's a bit acidic as well. I think for an 18 is a little bit, a 16 is a little bit strange, usually a little bit smoother. You can taste the barley. It's a little burn at the end, but like not a burn, like spicy. It's like more like a ginger, not a cinnamon, not pepper, not cayenne pepper. Dates, like dry fruit dates. I think at 40% is kind of weak. I feel like the alcohol and the flavor are not intertwined. They're not very well blended together, because you kind of taste the flavor, the dryness of the flavor, and you taste like the alcohol on the other side. And when it's in your mouth, it doesn't mix super well. It's kind of disappointing, to be honest with you. Usually Highland Park, I don't know, like I said, some are the best bottles in the world. And for a 16 years old, it's a very disappointing compared to maybe the Abelor 16, or like I have other 16-year-old like the Scapa. Usually at 16 years old, you find some consistency of smoothness, of I think they missed the mark with the complexity in this. It's really not complex. It's like, all right, here's your flavor, path in your face, and here's your alcohol on that side. So basically the flavor is a jab, and then the alcohol is a hook, but it's a weak hook because at 40%, you can't really do anything with this. I'm not one to shit on whiskeys. I like all whiskeys, but I think I paid what, $65 for this. And like I said, I'm not one to shit on whiskeys, but I think for $65, even though you get 1 liter, it's not really, it's a miss. I would not recommend it at that price. However, if somebody gives you a bottle of it for free, it's fine. But I would not be seeking this bottle. It's not really where I'd want to go. On the upside, Highland Park, they still grow about 30% of their barley they use for their whiskeys, which is, I think there's only 5 distilleries left in Scotland who still do this. They still have their own malting floor, which is a plus as well. I'm not sure how much of the barley, the malt, comes from the floor, because they have a big operation. Highland Park is a big, like, they have a lot of volume, hence all this. On the other side too is that this NAS game, non-age specifics, for you who don't know, basically they take whiskeys of different age, different cask, and then they will mix them together, and then the minimum age in Scotland to write Scotch on a bottle by law is 3 years. So if you don't write an age, you can pretty much do anything with any age up, like it needs to start at 3 years. So maybe you have some 4 years in there, not in this one, sorry, that's a 16, but like in their NAS, like the Magnus here, or the Harald here, or these Vine here, or like most of them are all NAS. Like, and I think it gets complicated in, like I said, the consistency, because they will change. Like this bottle is the replacement of this bottle, or the replacement of this bottle. Then you get lost, because you just don't know what's up. And like I said, you go online, you go on the internet to see what's the casking, and you know what happened, and then it's confusing to find. It's not very clear, and I find it sad, because Highland Park usually is a great whiskey company. It's just confusing, especially if you're a new guy to whiskey or a new girl to whiskey. You go like, well, what am I doing here? Like, I have another 12 different bottles in my restaurants of this. Like, it's really, like, unlike, let's say, Balvenie, they have like a lineup of 20, but they're all very specific. They all have ages. They're not NAS. So yeah, anyway, I'll finish this, I guess. See, I'm not super motivated to finish it either. Yeah, it is what it is, and it's not the best in the world. So you've been warned. I'm done with this one. Catch you in the next review.